Hi, and welcome to Q&A with Megan. I'm Megan, the Director of Youth and Young Adult Ministries here at First Church Madison. Today, the Q&A session is all about faith and reopening. Our first question is, what do you think is the role of faith in our world's reopening process? So as we can see, yes, we are beginning to reopen our communities, businesses, churches, our world to gather safely again in person. And what does this have to do with our faith? Well, I believe it has a lot to do with our faith because I believe that God plays a huge role in all of this, in everything that happens in life. I believe that all of what is occurring is happening for a reason, and that it is all contributing to the fulfillment of this perfect plan of God's will. And of course, we won't be able to understand exactly why everything is happening or working out at this time, but I believe that eventually we will see that there is so much goodness that is coming out of everything that happens and that will continue to always. So when I say faith, what I mean is this true, strong trust in the goodness of this life, in the goodness of God, in our own lives and our own purpose and worthiness. It's this conviction that there is something really amazing and great and beautiful, and I would even go as far to say perfect in this life that we can stay assured in and trust in, because everything's going to be fine, and there is really nothing that we need to be worrying about in this moment. So God is the reason why we have faith, and God's love is allowing us to be open to this faith and this hope that we can carry with us to have this disposition in life that will allow us to be confident in what we face in this world and to help us stay hopeful in what will occur. So let's move on to our next question and get into some more details. What are your tips on reopening our hearts and minds to what God will reveal and offer? Well, of course, yes, we need to stay hopeful and receptive to what God is revealing to us in the present moment. Stay rooted in this spirit of love that stirs in our hearts and that inspires us to act, to think, to do everything and anything, to be faithful to what we believe is God's will in our life, that we can always act and think and live out of love in every situation. We can do those things concretely, but another thing we can do is to spend a little bit of time reflecting on the past, on what all of this time has really led up to, and how we've grown, what the kind of blessings that we've received. We can be thankful for these things. Notice specifically how we've changed and grown stronger in all of the hardships that we have come across over this past time of the pandemic. And we could also then, as we are appreciative of and as we are reflecting on the good things that have come out of all of this, we can also look to the future and understand how we want to really go in the direction of hope and understand what we really want for our lives, knowing that God has already placed those desires in us and will, of course, be with us as we enter the future. So we stay trusting but intentional about what we are heading into. And we continue this communication with God. We express ourselves through our prayer in whatever form that may take. Of course, it can look very different for different people in different situations. So we stay authentic to ourselves, and we make sure that we are just keeping in mind that we are not alone, that we have this beautiful spirit within us and we can call it whatever we want. If we want to call it God or life or love, the just great beauty and mysterious perfection that we are and that this life is. So stay just everything that you are, and know that that is enough in this process. I know that overall the process of reopening is again a transition. It's not always going to be easy or simple or feel great, but we can trust in the process, if anything, that we will be carried by God into exactly where we need to be. So I hope that you will be so assured of God's love for you the rest of this week and the rest of your life. Absolutely. And thank you for staying tuned now. And lastly, I just want to announce that the events for the summer youth and young adult activities, the schedule is posted online on the website for First Church under the youth and young adult tabs, and please check those out and invite your friends to attend these events. We are really excited to get together this summer and do many fun things. So please know that you are being taken good care of by God and by our church. You are in our thoughts and prayers, and hope that you take good care the rest of this week. And God bless you. I will hopefully see you soon and in person. So have a great week. Thank you. Bye.